Hey guys, it's Phil coming back at you with another video! Today, I'm back, I'm excited, I'm pumped up, hopefully I'm doing more practice in self-care, not letting one thought, one situation, one person take them outside of what they know to be true. And I'm going to be telling you about a free study group this Saturday, 7/22 at 3 p.m. Eastern Time until they kick us out. They can't kick us out, I'm the host. And the session is going to be for people that have gone on the exam, kicked it directly in the chest, and gotten the job done to come back and share their experiences. People that are not feeling super motivated, they failed the exam, they're not sure what they're supposed to be doing, or they're just trying to get some feedback. That's a way for you guys to directly interact with me. Before I get into that and you're like, man, Phil, I'm just here to find out how to register for the free study group. There's going to be a timestamp on the screen that tells you what time it starts. But before I get into that, the next upcoming paid Sunday study groups are as follows. 7/23, acronym and practice questions, going over the acronym, safety, feelings, assess, refer, educate, advocate, facilitate, and intervene. And then going over the 6-step process that I recommend every single person to keep in mind as they're going through the questions, as well as going through difficult practice questions. And as I always say, do not come to these sessions expecting to get every single question correct, because the questions I construct tend to be more difficult than the ones on the actual exam. So do not come to the session thinking I'm going to get them all right, and I didn't get them all right, or man, I didn't get it enough right, so I should reschedule my exam. But it's a way for you to go through a difficult situation outside of the exam, so that way when you go into the exam, you're going to kick it directly in the chest to get the job done. The next one after that is 7:30, going over the code of ethics, going over subpoena versus court order, referral versus supervision, and then practice questions related to those. If you want any information related to those, send me an email at berda24@gmail.com, or click the link down below in the description, or go to my calendar at fillinthegaps.as.me. As well as I do still offer individual tutoring sessions. If you want to rep and rock with me on an individual basis, it's 100% possible to be able to do so. You can send me an email at berda24@gmail.com, or click the link down below in the description, or go to my calendar at fillinthegaps.as.me, as well as the next Thought-provoking Thursday. So the Thought-provoking Thursday sessions are going over strictly practice questions, application and reasoning questions, to identify different ways for you to approach the questions. And a lot of times people are unsure how to break down the questions, or they're like, man, I get in between two answers. So this session is designed to help you go through difficult practice questions to better understand how you're doing and where you can go in the future to go in the exam, kick it directly in the chest to get the job done. The next upcoming Thought-provoking Thursdays are 7:20, 7:27, and 8:10, and they are 7 p.m. Eastern Time until they kick us out. And it's going to be going through different practice questions. If you're not able to attend the session live, it's 100% possible to receive the recording to review at your own leisure. If you want any information related to that, send me an email at berda24@gmail.com, or click the link down below in the description, which is the view more under the title, or go to my calendar at fillinthegaps.as.me. As well as the next one-day course is going to be on August 5th. And the one-day course has been the most successful thing that I've ever done, because it, one, gives you the most amount of time with me, but two, gives you ways to understand concepts in a different way, not to memorize anything, but ways to be able to recognize and apply it to go in the exam, kick it directly in the chest to get the job done. The one-day course is a 12, 13, 14-hour long session, and if you're not able to attend the session live, or if you are needing to leave and come back, that's 100% possible. The one-day course goes over the tips that I find most helpful for people to keep in mind. The most common reasons why people fail, because what better way to learn what not to do than from people that have made the mistakes already. A mixture of topics: subpoena versus court order, operant conditioning, community. It's going to go over personality disorders, bipolar 1 versus bipolar 2 disorders, the schizophrenia spectrum, the medications, the acronym, safety, feelings, assess, refer, educate, advocate, facilitate, and intervene. It's going to go over the 6-step process that I recommend every single person to keep in mind as they're going through different scenarios and questions, as well as going through practice questions. And as I always say, do not come to this session expecting to get everything correct, because questions I construct typically are more difficult than the ones on the actual exam. So come into the session with an open mind, being willing to build yourself up and doing the next right thing. Go in the exam, kick it directly in the chest to get the job done. If you want any information related to that, then send me an email at berda24@gmail.com, or click the link down below in the description, which is the view more under the title, or go to my calendar at fillinthegaps.as.me. From the bottom of my heart, appreciate every single one of you guys that reps and rocks with me by watching the videos, by going to my study groups, individual tutoring, Thought-provoking Thursdays, one-day course, etc. Because without you guys, there's no me. And the Fill in the Gaps community is so amazing, and it makes me feel so grateful, and it's a blessing every single day that I'm able to do this. And again, the free study group is going to be on 7/22, so this Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time until however long that we need to. And again, this is going to be different than the Sunday study groups or the one-day course, because this session is designed to allow for people that have gone on the exam, kicked it directly in the chest, and gotten the job done to come back and share their experiences. People that are feeling unmotivated, unsure what to do, they're questioning whether they should be in social work or not. It's a way for you to directly connect with me and get feedback and different ways that you can improve your process to go on the exam, kick it directly in the chest, to get the job done. And the process is going to my calendar at fillinthegaps.as.me, and it'll send you to my calendar. Again, the website is fillinthegaps.as.me. So once you go to the calendar, fillinthegaps.as.me, it'll take you to this page. You'll see the individual tutoring sessions, the free study group, one-day course, the Sunday study groups, and Thought-provoking Thursdays. So for the free study group, you're going to click the free study group. You're going to click book, and there's going to only be one date and time, and I'm in Eastern time, but change your time zone to whatever it is, so that way the reminder email is 100% accurate. Again, 3 p.m. Eastern time. Click that, select, and continue. Put in your name. For those that do not know, my name is Phil Luttrell. My email is berda24@gmail.com. Make sure that your email is correct, so that way there's no typos. If there's typos, you may not get the reminder email and all those different things. So once you have done that, hit complete appointment. So this is going to be the reminder if you want to register for an account, so that way you can see which sessions that you've registered for. If you have other sessions that you've registered for, you need to download Zoom. And if you have all of that, this is the Zoom link. You would click that, and then it will take you to this page. And this is the Zoom link, but there will be 48 hours, 24 hours, and 1 hour reminder emails. So don't feel like, you know what, I didn't click the link, or man, I'm not sure where it's at, because as long as your email is typed in correctly, you'll be able to receive the information. Again, the process is going to my calendar at fillinthegaps.as.me. It is going to the free study group, hitting book. You'll select the time and hit select and continue, enter your information, email, hit complete appointment, and then boom, you're all squared away and ready to go. Again, the free study group is for people that have gone on the exam, kicked it directly in the chest, and gotten the job done, sharing their experiences. People that are feeling unmotivated, unsure, they're like, man, I've failed the exam before, or I've never taken the exam before, I'm not sure what I should be doing. It's a way for you to kind of pick my brain and pick my mind, so that way I can give you different strategies and techniques to make adaptations, to go in the exam, kick it directly in the chest, to get the job done. So that is the process, relatively easy, harmless, and hopefully to see all you guys there. So that is the process on how to register for the free study group. Like I said, relatively harmless, and it is not that difficult. But again, this study group is going to be different than the Sunday study groups, because the Sunday study groups are going to be going over content as well as concepts as well as practice questions. We'll probably go over a couple of practice questions in this free study group, but don't come to this free study group being like, you know what, is this how the Sunday study groups are, or the one-day course? Because it's going to be totally different, because this is given a place for people to share their experiences that they've gone in the exam, kicked it directly in chest, and got the job done. It's for people to get support and ideas and different strategies and techniques that they can make, and because they're not able to schedule a session, or there's just different barriers or anything. So again, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate every single one of you guys. If you need anything, send me an email at berda24@gmail.com. Hope to see you in the free study group, Sunday study groups, the Thought-provoking Thursdays, individual tutoring, or any capacity. And like I always say, without you guys, there's no me. And my biggest piece of advice going forward, because I'm not going to let you guys go yet, is my biggest piece of advice going forward is to make the decisions that are right for you. And whether you're questioning whether what you've been doing is correct, or if you're unsure if you're doing the right things, if you're not seeing the results that you want, or you're not able to see the progress within the situation, be willing to make some changes. And change is difficult. Change is tough. And at the same time, if we remain the same, we're going to remain in the same position. But if we make some changes and adaptations, or if we lean into the discomfort, or lean into the things that we may think are scary, or they're stressful, or all these different things, you have to remind yourself that you going to school was a stressful situation. You getting your degree, you getting a job, you balancing different things has been a stressful situation. But over time, we become normalized to the situations that have gotten us here. We become normalized to pressure, stress, and all these different things. But you have to remind yourself what it took for you to get here. So a lot of us have not remained the same. A lot of us have been willing to make adaptations, or willing to make changes, or willing to do different things to get different results. But if you're not seeing the results that you want from what you've been doing, you're likely not the problem. It's likely the strategies, techniques, the processings, the thoughts, and all these different things that have been put into your situation. So be willing to do the right thing for you. So that's my push, is reflect on what you've been doing. And if it's not working, be willing to make some changes, but also be willing to give yourself credit. Be willing to give yourself the investment that you would give someone else, and be willing to do something that you may not feel 100% comfortable with, because the only way to get comfortable with uncomfortable situations is to go through those situations and identify what worked, what didn't work, what are some things that I would have liked to see in the future, and grow from them. Because if you go through a situation, you're simply just going to be like, But if you grow through it, you're going to become something that you never thought that you would be. You're going to be able to make adaptations. You're going to gain skills, abilities, and experience. And the only way to have experience is to experience something at some capacity. So that's my piece of advice. And to give you guys some ability to have that freedom. Because a lot of times people are like, man, I'm only hearing that I need to be doing X, Y, and Z. I need to go with the shortcuts, buzzwords. I need to be doing this. My family's not supporting me, my boss, my supervisor, but my push is to keep going, keep growing, keep doing the next right thing, and keep getting whatever you can from a situation, because every situation is a lesson and blessing. But if we don't reflect on it and identify it, it's simply just going to be another thing that we are just kind of mindless to in our lives. And we don't want to become mindless. We want to become mindful, so that way our minds are full of things that are going to help us grow to become the best possible version of ourselves. And from the bottom of my heart, appreciate every single one of you guys. I love you guys. You need anything, drop me a shout, send me an email at berda24@gmail.com. Hope to see you in the free study group, Thought-provoking Thursday, individual tutoring, one-day course at any capacity. Or even if you could do me a favor, hit the like button down below, which is the thumbs up button next to the title, which helps other amazing social workers just like you to rep and rock with me as well. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification next to it, because it allows for other amazing social workers as well as yourself to get email notifications for what I'm doing. And drop a comment down below, something that you're struggling with, something that you're trying to do, something that you are seeing helpful or not as helpful, and identifying that, so that way we continue to grow as individuals as well. From the bottom of my heart, appreciate every single one of you guys. I love you guys. I'm getting the heck out of here. I'll see you guys in the study groups or anything that I'm doing, and I'm excited for Saturday because I'm going to give everything that I got, and I hope you guys are as well. And from the bottom of my heart, appreciate every single one of you guys. I'm getting out of here, and peace out, guys.